The victim blaming is one of the things I don't think I'll ever understand about this community. So somebody's upset because I said that I live in Boyle Heights, because I do. And they're like, well, if you don't want people coming to bother you, you shouldn't put out that information. 2 years ago, my exact address was leaked out. It was my fault. I was bragging because I got my first electric bill in California. And I wanted to show it because I was proud of having my own bills. And somebody took that and zoomed in and got my full address. And they posted my full address to multiple message boards. Reddit, 4chan, probably Kiwi Farms. Well, I know it's on Kiwi Farms. I don't even know all of the websites that they posted my address to. Not only did they post my address, they posted my full name with a message saying, "Come rape me. Even if I scream and cry, don't stop, because that's what I want." For the last 2 years, this message has been spread about, including my name and my address. And now you want me to be afraid of people knowing I live in Boyle Heights, when there are predatory rapists out there who already have my exact address and would not need any further context to come and hurt me. Because somebody in this community posted my full address and name to predatory communities requesting that somebody come and rape me. No, my talking about the area that I live in is not the problem. The fact that somebody would take my address and post it to message boards saying, "Come rape me," is the problem. Just because you have information does not mean that it's okay to do horrible, disturbing, disgusting things with it. It's not my fault for your actions against me. Fine, you have my address. That does not give you the right to send men to rape me. If you have my phone number, it does not give you the right to call me repeatedly, telling me that you love me. These are your choices. Your choices. You chose to call me. You chose to put my address up on these message boards. You chose to try to have me raped and killed. You chose that. It's not because my address got out there. It's not because I talk too much. You chose to do those actions. And I'm not going to be shamed and made to feel like it's my fault because of your choices. Because you can't control yourself enough to not send men to rape a woman who has just moved into a new apartment. Just because you have the address and you think it's funny. You can't control yourself enough to not do that. And it's definitely not my fault. Okay, so here's my question. If it's so dangerous for people to know your address, why is it public record? And why do they do tours all over Hollywood where they take tourists around and tell them where the celebrities live? Now, if it's so life-threatening for somebody to know where you live, why would these tour guides legally be allowed to drive strangers around town all day long telling them where the celebrities live? Probably because it's not a dangerous thing to be exposed as. Unless the people who are finding out these things are sadistic and demonic and cruel and want you dead or hurt. See, I don't even know all of the places that message was put at. I know like one of the sites, and one of them has been taken down because it was Kiwi Farms. But he could have posted it to 20 different message boards containing predators. And it could still be on 20 different message boards where predators can look it up and find it at any time. That's what puts me in danger. You know, if a tour bus was to go through and point out my apartment building and say that's where Adrasdea lives, that would be perfectly legal. Because it's not meant to put somebody in danger. Because just knowing where somebody lives should not be justification to hurt that person. Now, if they could do this with rich people, if they can ride around telling everybody where the richest people in the neighborhood live safely without worry that they're going to be attacked or raped or beaten or robbed, then why should a mentally unwell bitch in a Section 8 with absolutely nothing have to fear so greatly people knowing where I live? Aside from the fact that the people that want to know where I live are bullies and abusers and predators who want nothing more than to destroy the emotional stability and life of somebody who has nothing to fight back. The rich people aren't afraid of their addresses being shown to the public because they know that if they get robbed or attacked, there's justice because they can afford justice. People in my position should also be able to afford justice and should also be allowed to feel safe in their own homes, even if other people know where those homes are. Do you know how many thousands of people know where the celebrities live in this area because of those tour buses? And nobody ever sends out messages saying, here, this is where Johnny Depp lives. Somebody go rape him. Nobody does that. You know why? Because he's rich enough to be able to afford justice when it happens. Meanwhile, for 2 years, people have been posting my address on message boards and telling men to come and rape me. And it's supposed to be my fault because they have my address. Addresses are public knowledge. It's absolutely the predators and the abusers that are at fault if something is to happen to me.